Hi everyone, it's Simone Watson, and I just did a video on suspension of disbelief, but I realized that I forgot something pretty important. I was talking about the suspension of disbelief in the terms of world building, and the one that has to do with the logic of the plot and the characters, characterization, etc. Um, I forgot to mention that when characters are acting a certain way, a lot of times, I would say this may be a problem like on a TV series especially. You've established that the character acts a certain way, and then the character does something that is really out of character, and it's like not really acknowledged that that doesn't go with that character's general character, which sounds really like, but that doesn't really go with them. So that's something I think that might make audiences uncomfortable. Also, if you have a story and your characters are just acting in a way that audiences don't consider logical or believable, in general, this can really mess with audience enjoyment of a realistic story. However, this is something that audiences will dispute, heavily. What one audience member finds completely logical, another one doesn't find logical. So you definitely can't please everybody, but it is something to keep in mind that, like, okay, would my character really do this? Like, if you have a character that's just doing all nice stuff all the time and then suddenly does something terrible but without a reason or motive behind it, personally, a lot of people really liked Gone Girl and thought Gone Girl was like the best thriller, maybe not the best thriller ever, but people thought Gone Girl was a very good thriller. I did not like it for this specific reason that I felt like characters were established a certain way and then started acting completely contrarily to that just for the purpose of plot convenience. So that is something you may want to keep in mind, is don't make your characters suddenly flip around and not be themselves anymore for the convenience of the plot. However, if you have feedback telling you your characters are unrealistic and it's based on a stereotype, in my opinion, you can usually ignore that. Like, if people are like, oh my gosh, these characters are black and they're not acting the way we expect black people to act, you can probably ignore that. I'm just saying, well, then that is kind of getting into the more nuanced discussion of what's a stereotype versus like actual culture and actual cultural nuances. So that was something, but I'm just saying, if people are stereotyping your characters, you don't really have to listen to that, okay? So, thank you again for watching, and yeah, I will really see you tomorrow this time. Bye.